Good evening and welcome to our second edition of UBC News Tonight. With me, Moureen Babirye, and my colleague Mohammed Mogalu on sign language. In our first report, Speaker of Parliament Anita Mong has stepped up efforts to improve healthcare delivery in Bukadia district. The commissioning of Jehovah Rapha Medical Center in Chidongole completes the initiative. It was commissioned on her behalf by Bukadia County Member of Parliament David Beckham Okwere, who highlighted bringing services closer to the community.
The Jehovah Rapha Medical Center was commissioned on her behalf by Bukadia County Member of Parliament David Beckham Okwere, who highlighted the importance of bringing services closer to the people. Speaking to the residents, Okwere said the new facility, coupled with an ambulance recently acquired with support from the Speaker, will improve emergency response and save lives across the district.
And that ambulance is for the community. It is fully equipped. It is a moving hospital. That ambulance has already been delivered. So I don't want anyone to fall sick tomorrow at home. And you even failed reaching this health facility. There is my team which was set up together with the Speaker, but ambulance will be able to pick you and deliver you today.
The Director of Health Center commended the community for embracing the facility, noting it will help reduce death and improve disease management in the area.
So many people dying from more preventable illnesses, and there is an increase in antibacterial resistance in communities. And so our effort is to improve the diagnostic capacity of health facilities in our communities near us. And as you see, this health facility is a 100% well-equipped diagnostic center that can be able to diagnose all conditions, at least that the community members might have.
The doctor in charge says the center will enhance access to affordable treatment and contribute to reducing infections as services are now brought closer to the people.
We have the machines. We can do the CBC. We have it here. We do the DS. We do the urinalysis. We do all the cell testing, sickle cell testing. All of them here. Like today is a camp day because we are launching the hospital. That's why you see people are many here. Today is the day when you are charging people no money. But other days the charge is very, very minimal because this hospital is meant to help the poorest person. Our charge here is 25,000 for all those services, and you can get them anytime you want.
Leaders say the facility is part of wider efforts to strengthen healthcare systems and improve livelihoods in Bukadia. The commissioning of Jehovah Rapha Medical Center is expected to ease access to healthcare services and bring hope to communities in Chidongole and beyond. Jamilo Luka, UBC TV, Bukadia District.
The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education and Sports, Kedris Agenda, has said that the Ministry of Education has started transforming Uganda's youth into innovators through the competence-based curriculum. At Trinity College, Nabingo, students have proved that the future of Uganda has moved beyond theory into real-world application.
Has designed the education system to produce innovative learners. The message was delivered by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education and Sports, Kedris Agenda, during a science fair at Trinity College, Nabingo.
At its curriculum fair, it was focusing on empowering women and the community and national development. So my key message was that one, the government of Uganda is focused on ensuring that the education system delivers what it should. It is a product of the system that have both the mental capacity but also the competencies, the value and attitudes that can help them contribute to the national development.
The theme was empowering the girl child through innovation and creativity for sustainable development.
So the ladies have come up with different projects basing on subject level, then clubs. We have projects like for chemistry, we have had a project about sustainable energy use. Then we have had projects from ICT, like we have had Smart Zebra. which is an innovation from these students. We have had projects for mathematics, for example, modeling of sustainable fish farming.
My project was about an electric power-free generator with a DC motor, which converts mechanical energy to electrical energy using wind power. I come from Kabale, my village is in Kabale, and where I live in Kabale, there is no electricity. Our power lines from Kabale town don't stretch that far. So my project can harness the strong winds in Kabale and use it to create electricity for those people who can't afford to extend electricity lines to their homes.
STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics Club, and we have won Best Club Award, and I'm very excited. The project we had was a robot with light intensity sensors, humidity sensors and temperature sensors, best for use for agricultural purposes, people with greenhouses. You get to know that the temperature is below optimum, or the humidity is below optimum, or maybe the light intensity is above optimum.
The head teacher, Ruanga Immaculate, said the annual fair is a platform for equipping girls with skills needed to drive national development.
This fair has been put up in order to help students exhibit their talents, first of all, but most importantly, to bring classroom knowledge to visibility, to reality, to practical work, to show the projects that relate to the classroom knowledge to the world of work, that can come up with projects that can sustain them when they join the community and help the large community to grow or develop.
State House Poverty Alleviation Department has donated cassava cuttings and coffee seedlings to farmers in Ajumani district. The Northern Region Coordinator Stella Yamanguso told UBC that the initiative boosts food production and improves household incomes. Take a look.
State House Poverty Alleviation Department has distributed cassava cuttings and coffee seedlings to selected farmers in Ajumani with the objective of strengthening food security and improve livelihoods. Northern Region Poverty Alleviation Department Coordinator Stella Yamangusho advised farmers to focus on crops they understand well and those that grow fast to ensure quick returns and food sustainability.
For the accomplishments of the activities that we've had today, from coffee, now we are on cassava cuttings. We have brought cassava cuttings today to farmers. The rains have just started. This is for food security. These ones are 251 bags of cassava cuttings that we have brought to this place. They were brought from Namalonge. We want all farmers to grow so that this becomes food. Agriculture, according to the way history has it in Uganda, is the backbone of Uganda's economy. And it's not only the backbone, it also feeds our families. So there is no way we are going to dodge going to the garden. Even if you dodge, you will feel hungry. So it's even better we first dig to get food, and then we dig to get income.
Leaders said the intervention comes at a time when the region is receiving rains to enable farmers plant.
Farmers of Ajumani must ensure that they take advantage of the rains that have come and ensure that they begin planting crops such as cassava, which have already market in this area. And I think they should also plant other crops and make use of these inputs being delivered to us more positively, so that they can do more, they can engage more in agriculture. Because agriculture here is in this area, Mungula Parish, Itirika Sub-County, Kusjoni, the surrounding areas here, the pattern of weather here is slightly different from the rest of Ajumani. And I think this is very good, so they should work hard to do more agriculture.
The recipient farmers said the initiative saves money they would invest in buying cuttings and seedlings.
I'd like to thank the government of Uganda, especially His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, for the support he is giving the people of Ajumani to eliminate poverty. And also I need to thank Madam Joan for her kind support, for trusts which she has given to the people of Ajumani to deliver this coffee for us.
Authorities insist on proper crop selection and effective use of rainy season for farmers to achieve food security. Mike Bakablindi for UBC.
In other news, teachers in Kakuuto constituency, Chotera district, are raising concerns over harsh working conditions calling for more government schools to improve access to education. We have a report.
The concerns were raised during a meeting with MP-elect Kakalubega Ismail Uthman.
So we need to improve the welfare of our staff at school. If we engage in different projects, some schools have land.
The challenge that Accessory Town Council, we lack government schools and we even lack government-aided schools at all levels. Let it be primary, let it be secondary. There is no government-aided school.
As schools, we have challenges. We have challenges like buildings, desks. We lack desks, we lack buildings.
The area is also battling high HIV/AIDS prevalence, while floods have destroyed infrastructure and slowed development. Health services remain poor, with some residents forced to seek treatment in Tanzania.
The biggest challenge that again we have is those ones, especially the students who can try as much as possible to see that they access schools. They have to move a very long distance from Kasensero landing site, so which is a bit risky because you know very well the history of Kasensero. This is where the first HIV victim was diagnosed way back in the 1980s.
Teachers say learners walk long distances, exposing them to accidents and sexual violence, leading to dropouts and early pregnancies.
And most of these female students who go for school, at times they face that challenge of finding people who are after them. And all of a sudden, if they don't marry them, they impregnate them. If not so, they end up getting HIV and AIDS.
He says the situation is affecting learning and increasing school dropout rates. The MP-elect pledged to improve education and livelihoods.
To see that I work upon those challenges. One of them, they don't have enough classes, they don't have desks in classes. So I will try to lobby in the government. I will talk with NGO, international NGOs, so that they can give me a hand and we solve that problem of lack of enough equipment in schools.
He says plans are underway to link the area to government programs.
I pledged during my campaigns of constructing a printer house in Wanyange primary school. That printer house will help all the schools in Kakuuto because so many parents were complaining about the fees they are asking them for examinations. The bond we have built today will help me to be discussing with them so that we can solve some of the problems.
Residents have also been encouraged to embrace programs like PDM and Myoga.
Cultural activities, I want to give them more coffee seedlings, I want to give them poultry.
He calls on communities to use the initiatives to boost incomes.
Discussed with the head teachers that we are going to start up a circle. That circle will be responsible by me as a member of parliament elect for Kakuuto. I'm going to put some money in that circle and I will try to lobby for them in the Ministry of Finance. I will talk with my senior, the Vice Chairman of Uganda, Alhaji Honorable Haruna Kiune Kasolo, being my chairman of NRM in Kakuuto. I will also ask or request him to add in more funds in that circle.
Leaders remain hopeful the interventions will improve education and livelihoods in Kakuuto.
The Inspector of Schools in Iganga District is concerned over parents disengaging from educating their children, leaving the responsibility to the state. He was speaking during the handover of utilities and scholastic materials donated by the Hongmen Africa Alliance to pupils of Magogo Primary School in Iganga.
Education stakeholders in Busoga have raised concern over low parental involvement in schools. The Iganga District Inspector of Schools says many parents are leaving responsibility to government. The remarks were made during a donation at Magogo Primary School. Busoga Education Initiative has lobbied for support to Magogo Primary School in Nawango, Bisabu County, Iganga District.
We are here today to show everybody what we do at the Busoga Education Initiative. Busoga Education Initiative is a voluntary organization where It's not a government organization, it's a voluntary organization where people come together and say, Wanyange, enough is enough, and so that will go to start moving forward. That's all.
Chinese charities working in Uganda, including the Hongmen Africa Alliance, donated scholastic materials and food items to improve the welfare of pupils who fail to access basic educational necessities.
I think we just start around 2 years, not a very long time, but we have visited school around 3 times. Helping around 20 schools. So yesterday we come here, we bring maize flour and sanitary pads for students. I'm saying about quality education, about environment, about food. Some students, because of don't have food here, so they always cannot go for school. But for me, I think education is a very important thing for them.
It has been solo. We believe learners are going to improve in their performance, and at the end of the year, we shall realize results in primary reading exams.
Despite this, schools continue to face shortages affecting performance.
Our learners in schools, they go without midday meal. Also in Busoga, you find that children, they come to school, they study, but they don't get anything to eat. They go hungry, and sincere learning can't take place with a person who is hungry. But Busoga Initiative came with that program which of supporting some few selected schools.
The leaders are now calling for more support.
Our request from the government is that they should give us more classrooms to capture the overwhelming numbers of learners in this school.
Our children were not fed at school. The school is not fenced.
The Inspector of Schools in Iganga District, Joshua Waibi, says parental responsibility and involvement remains critical to improve the quality of education.
But it is not enough. But we also go to villages, the parents, and we say self-help, where they can support sincerely. We call upon parents to support the schools, not look for the government, that is the government can give each and everything, but we follow them and they come and give support to add on whatever the government is giving.
Teachers were also awarded to appreciate their commitment to teaching. Amwaiva Njuko for UBC.
The country coordinator of African Centers for Lightning Education Network in Uganda, Barnabas Akantambira, has highlighted efforts to improve lightning safety in schools. He says the current situation of lightning strikes in Uganda, noting that schools remain among the most vulnerable places during the rainy season.
A growing number of lightning incidents reported in schools across Uganda this term has sparked concern among education stakeholders. Learners face risks during heavy rains. The African Center for Lightning Education Network in Uganda shows that this school term alone, several incidents of lightning have been reported with cases of learners injured during thunderstorms, raising fresh concern among parents and education stakeholders.
In Wanyange, 18 kids were struck once by one strike, and several of them were injured. And even other areas, many kids have died because of lightning. So we have taken our cause into school.
But there is misconception among public who associate lightning with witchcraft, where such beliefs hinder efforts to promote safety measures.
People still have myths. They don't think and they don't believe that lightning is scientific. They think, they think lightning happens because of certain things. Some believe it is witchcraft. Some believe it is because of colors they put on. Some believe lightning can be sent to you. Someone can send it to you. Some believe it is a curse. So the myths are a big problem to us, because to educate a person from what his or her grandparents taught him, and you uproot it in just 1 month or 1 day, it becomes a bit hard for us.
Aclinet has installed lightning arresters in selected schools to reduce incidents of death injury and property damage caused by lightning.
We do protect schools, and not all schools, but those that have been affected, and majorly when funds allow us.
However, he expressed concern over limited financial resources, noting that inadequate funding is greatly affecting the organization's ability to extend its services to more schools across the country. He said the high demand for lightning protection systems far outweighs the available resources, leaving many vulnerable schools unsupported.
We have not yet gotten enough strength, capital muscle, to move wherever we want, to educate all the public. And also, the buildings that have been built majorly in schools are not protected. Not only schools, but even our families are not protected.
The managing director of ACLINET, Professor Mary Ann Cooper, called for collaboration with the government to equip schools with standard lightning protection systems.
My other plea is to the government that they will take this seriously, that they will help us, that they will help us with the education that we're doing, with the public education, and that they help us put lightning protection in all the schools and make sure that it is modern lightning protection. Many schools think they are protected because they have one arrestor on the roof. That's not modern lightning protection.
The organization is also conducting community sensitization programs to educate students, learners, and local leaders on lightning safety measures.
And we thank even the government of Uganda that now is giving us an upper hand. The First Lady is carrying this and doing it very perfectly. And her message is spreading over the country.
Amwaiva Njuko and Kenneth Tanaba for UBC.
In a new development, the Busoga Diocese Bishop, the Right Reverend Grace Lubale, has appealed to government for financial and infrastructural support to Wanyange Girls' School. The school faces financial burden with over 1,000 students and only 39 teachers on payroll. He was officiating at the school's Thanksgiving ceremony, where he also blessed the construction of a storied dormitory.
Thank you for the innovativeness of the board and the head teacher and the administration to have a structure like this one constructed on this hill. Thank you for the resources so far provided. Thank you for the work so far done.
I want, as a diocese, I request that we should have a deliberate effort to collaborate with these schools down there and pull out these learners. Wanyange has given us an example and a testimony that it is possible that these learners can turn out to be great people.
We are giving thanks, thanking God for that outstanding performance, that the Lord now may bless them with more performance. We are sure the Lord may give them the financial resources they need to finish the dormitory, the human resources they need. We are giving thanks to God who has lifted this school from 1960 to where it is. So I call everyone listening to me to bring their child here, to give us the resources we need to finish the dormitory and other projects on the school, and to call on government to increase the human resource in this school so that the school can continue to excel.
This being is at the center. Our code of conduct for mankind shapes the heart and trains the mind. We rise and shine in self-control, for this thing strengthens the soul.
Christians have been encouraged to devote themselves to Mother Mary in all circumstances so that they can overcome challenges in their daily lives. This message was delivered by Reverend Father Frank Chaze during a prayer gathering held at Jonas International College of Health Sciences in Njeru, which brought together students from church-founded institutions within Mukono Diocese.
Move with you, journey with you this new year, renewed, new, each one of us in your own little way. Don't go for the big ones. In your own little way. As they say in that catena, make your yes. Amen?
This is your son. And he requested John to live with Mother Mary at his home. And that's a clear testimony that Mother Mary is with us in our homes. Mother Mary is with us in the churches. For those who don't see her, they should believe, because it's the truth and it has helped us to move a way forward. So we call upon parents that at Jonas International College of Health Sciences we still have vacancies. We have started admissions for July intake. We still have places for nurses and midwifery at certificate and diploma level, and other programs that Allied will be coming. We shall be announcing it.
The difference even in the community, because for our students, when they move out, they know God. When even treating, they know God. When in the hospitals, they put God first. In recovery, they put God first. That's why there is a bigger difference between our students and other students of different institutions, because ours are God-fearing students that enables them even to give treatment with the helping hand of God.
So, Muchara.
Yes, Daddy.
You know the children are going back to school and things are a bit tight. Huh? For now, why don't you take half of the fees to junior school, and for the school van contribution, we shall pay later. Huh?
Daddy, why don't we pay using MTN Momo, where we stand a chance of winning school fees for a whole year and more? By the way, you can also apply for a school fees loan, and also participating schools can win a school van.
That's right! Win school fees for a whole year and more. Get Momo goodies and a school van for participating schools. You can also apply for a school fees loan. Simply dial *165*80# or use the Momo app.
Mama, owulira otya?
Mpulira essanyu lingi nnyo.
Bannange
MTN neyanzizza.
Taata w'omwana ogenda mugambako oba waali wano?
Taliiwo. Ssente ze mbadde ngenda okusasula ku school fees z'omukulu zigenda kunnyambako okuweerera batoobe abalala ababiri. MTN mama genkoledde kinene ng'asinga omumaamu. Sirijjerabira obulamu bwange bwonna.
Genda kusibya kusasula school fees, nyiga *165*880# sasula school fees ng'okozesa Momo. School funds mu masomero tugenda zigaba. Osobola okwewola waliwo school fees loan, genda ofune looni oba otalinawo ssente ozisasule mu bbanga mpola mpola obulamu butambule nga buli koona.
And now in business, Ministry of Water and Environment is encouraging youth to engage with initiatives that promote climate change awareness, like the Miss Climate Change Awareness 2026 pageant. We have more.
Youth initiatives.
The youth are the future leaders of the nation,
And so if we do not involve them now, we will not have better leaders that will advocate for climate change in the future.
The Miss Climate Change Awareness pageant is empowering young women as climate ambassadors.
As the Minister of Water and Environment, we feel that bringing all of us together to discuss issues that affect us and find a solution together is the way to go. This year, we are giving special attention to the power of ladies.
Officials say the initiative equips youth with conservation skills.
The youth and the committee has got members. Yes, we started this as Youth Go Green, but later on we said, no, we needed also to bring and embrace other young people.
Organizers say participants will engage in tree planting and waste management.
One of our initiatives, Better Tree, we tell people that you need to stop planting trees and start growing trees. You cannot grow trees without planting them. That is Better Tree. Fall in love with these trees, plant it, give it a name, celebrate its birthday, and everyone is welcome to take on this kind of initiative.
Government says the approach taps into youth potential.
There are no better people to sensitize Ugandans than these people. Even these consultants that you bring to me to sign their contract, I am going to make sure these young people are part of it.
Mama, owulira otya?
Mpulira essanyu lingi nnyo.
Bannange.
Bannange MTN neyanzizza.
Taata w'omwana ogenda mugambako oba waali wano?
Taliiwo. Ssente ze mbadde ngenda okusasula ku school fees z'omukulu zigenda kunnyambako okuweerera bato be abalala ababiri. MTN mama nkoledde kinene ng'asinga omumaamu. Sirijjerabira obulamu bwange bwonna.
Ngenda kusibya kusasula school fees nyiga star 155 star 80 ashi sasula school fees ngokozesa momo school funds masome tugenda zigaba osobola okwewola waliwo school fees loan genda ofune loan oba otalinawo ssente ozisasule mu bbanga mpola mpola obulamu butambule nga buli koona.
And now in our sports news, the day 4 training for Wanyange girls chess team was packed with games. In contest 1, Shalom completed her rout on the fellow Team A players. She stands at 3-0, 3-0 and 2-1. The contest 2 game, Gracious rounded up Natasha and Francesca in blitz 2+1 second. In contest 3, Brian Mutibwa, the coach, avenged their loss of Felicity, Agnes and Gracious on Shalom, beating her 3-0. Contest 4 was hot, with Agnes winning 2-1 against Felicity in games that were running down to 10 seconds to end. In Contest 5, Ngonzi continued moving forward with a 1.5 to 0.5 win against Elisha. Contest 6, Ampaide of S1 kicked off with a win against Yeko S3. Contest 7 was hot as Francesca reined her anger from Gracious on Shama. In Contest 8 was moderate as Renette lost 1-2 to Avola. Contest 9 was a hard shake as Queen thumped Constance 3-0. In Contest 10, the Nakakawa and Rihanna play saw a 1-0 in favor of Rihanna. These were breathtaking games as Wanyange Girls School Chess Club members prepared for the road to Mbarara for the Father Grimes National Chess Schools Chess Championships in May. And a 3-day race for equality has concluded at Nsambia, marking the end of a cycling campaign to promote equal opportunities and empowering vulnerable communities. The race, which began on March 20th from Nachivale refugee settlement, brought together a group of determined cyclists to raise funds and awareness to support programs that advance equality and create opportunities for refugee and host communities. We have a report.
In the Brass for Africa campaign, riders covered a 135-kilometer road journey as participants shared their experiences from the event.
Been riding for 3 days, and the first day was hilly and was tough. We did 135 kilometers. Yesterday was the second day, and I would say it was the hardest for most of us.
The CEO of Brass for Africa, Andrew Agassi, said the journey was a source of motivation in their mission to empower over 2,000 young people and inspire communities to work together.
Definitely have raised awareness. I have shared so much from the ride, personal stories. So many people are sharing information on a hashtag. But we are also raising money because to create opportunity, you need resources. And resources are very difficult to come by. So as we cycle, we reach out to well-wishers, family, friends, all supporters. Opportunities for mental health awareness, we achieve that through music. Peaceful coexistence, we work with thousands of refugees, and so coexistence between refugees and hosts, but also refugees and refugees is key. But also importantly, which is why this race is in the month of March, we celebrate girls and young women.
The country director, Ronald Kabuye, emphasizes that the organization supports children through such programs to transform their lives.
So my last message to you, our Ugandan, everyone who is listening to my voice, is that as Brass for Africa, we believe that everyone deserves an opportunity and has the potential to thrive. We do it through music, you can do it.
So the cyclists from Nachivale participation send a message of unity and commitment to improve the lives of Ugandan children, young women, and persons with disabilities.
We hope that we've sent a message out there in the world of equality, of inclusion, of understanding that girls and young women, refugees and persons living disability deserve an opportunity to thrive. On stage, we had Uganda School for the Deaf performing. These children are ear impaired, but with us as Brass for Africa, we believe they have a chance and they deserve a chance to thrive. And they have performed the national anthem, they have performed other songs and entertained us. Why not any other child?
The funds raised from the race will support programs that benefit over 300 disadvantaged children and young people. The founder of Brass for Africa, James Trofu, highlighted the impact of the formation of the initiative.
Hugely important. It's very important that we include everybody in things that we do. And it's been at the heart of Brass for Africa since the beginning. We have well over 1,200 refugees, over 1,000 girls, nearly 300 people with disabilities getting involved in our programs, playing brass music and being fully included in that. It's so powerful. It's a soft power. It was a surprise to me. I play music myself, but when I came here and we started using music, it's incredible how compelling it is for young people.
Amwaiva Njoko for UBC.
And that's all we had time for this weekend. We thank you so much for your audience. My name is Moureen Babirye with my colleague Mohammed Mogalu on sign language. We bid you good night.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Exercise can't be sustained. Eating can't be stopped. It's even harder to lose weight. Come and give it a try. Genshikang L-carnitine, chromium